Israel bombed Rafah last night, killing at least 54 people. This happened after Hamas agreed to a US mediated ceasefire, which sent many Palestinians in Rafah into the streets to celebrate. But Israel rejected the ceasefire, saying they were far from meeting Israel's essential demands, causing protests to erupt in Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. Israeli protesters demanded the government agree to the ceasefire, which included the release of hostages. Here is a recap of everything that's happened in Rafah in the last 24 hours. On Monday, May the 6th, Hamas agreed to a US mediated ceasefire deal. But Netanyahu rejected the deal and added that a delegation would be sent to Cairo to find an agreement. The Israeli Prime Minister insisted the invasion of Rafah needed to take place in order to apply military pressure on Hamas, with the goal of making progress on freeing the hostages and the other war aims. Earlier that day, the Israeli military ordered Palestinians living in eastern Rafah to evacuate from the area because Israel was preparing for a military attack. Last night, Rafah, the small town home to 1.5 million displaced Palestinians, was struck with airstrikes and artillery shelling. Several people have been reported killed and wounded. Israeli army vehicles advanced towards the Palestinian side of the Rafah crossing with Egypt and the Kerem Shalom crossing with Israel. The Israeli military have now captured the Palestinian side of the Rafah border crossing, Gaza's only crossing with Egypt. The Salahuddin Road in eastern Rafah, usually connected to the crossing, was also taken by another army brigade. The Israeli flag was raised at the crossing while the Palestinian one was left on the floor. All of this was captured on video by Israeli soldiers and uploaded to social media. Aid has also been halted from entering from any crossing. Gaza's health ministry said that 54 people have been killed in Israeli attacks in the past 24 hours and many wounded and trapped in Gaza. This brings the death toll to 34,789 Palestinians killed and an additional 78,204 wounded since the start of the war.